Hey guys, welcome back. Today I wanted to dive into an interesting topic specifically regarding getting towards that goal of financial freedom, which is how can you save money on your monthly bills and expenses? What are a couple things you can do to just get started, make a strong foundation, and build forward into your future success? Let's take a look at this. Okay, so I've got three beginning points to make sure you're taken care of, which is track all of your income and expenses. Everything coming in and everything going out. Also, have an accountability buddy, somebody you can talk with about that so that you have somebody that can hold you accountable, making sure you're on top of your finances. I'm a big believer in Pearson's Law, which is when performance is measured, performance improves. When performance is measured and reported back, the rate of improvement increases. Now, second, keeping track of your income and your expenses. Look at those expenses and reduce any unnecessary expenses. Anything that you don't totally need to get by mentally, need to get by physically, or is just part of your planned budget, cut it. Anything that you're just throwing money away and you're not realizing how much you're spending on it, when you do that deep dive on it, make sure you're looking at what you can cut. That will immediately let you cut down how much you're spending on unnecessary expenses, and that's going to save you on your monthly bills. Another big one, pay your debts. As you pay down those debts, take the amount of monthly payments that you would have put towards those debts and roll them into paying down your other remaining debts as quickly as possible. Keep making those minimum payments at least on each of those debts, but pick one or two of your debts that are more attainable or have really high interest rates, pay those down faster, and then once those are paid off, move that remaining freed up cash flow into the next debts and just keep compounding that effect. This is something I want to make my final point on, which is start a savings. If you don't already have some kind of emergency fund built up, you're not working on that, make sure you include that in that income and expenses budget that you're planning out. It's incredibly important that the unexpected things have some sort of accounting for when you're doing that budget. That way, when those pop up, you don't end up having to go negative all of a sudden for something you didn't plan for, right? Now, when you talk about the savings, there's a couple different options for it. I can dive into this in a later video. I'm going to expand upon what options you have available, but I do want to point out that when you're starting a savings account, there's a couple different options for looking at that. There's traditional banks, there's a high yield savings bank account. There's also my personal favorite, which is an SOS bank. Any of these options are going to be better than nothing, but there are ways to be more efficient with it. Nonetheless, make sure you're putting it into your budget, that you're going to start something, whether you're starting small, 5, 10, 15 bucks a month, or you can do a little bit more than that. Put a bit aside into that savings. Keep in mind you should be paying down those debts aggressively if you have any of those, but you need an emergency fund built up, and plenty of Americans out there do not have an emergency fund built up. If you're still here listening and watching, I really want to thank you. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to just kind of hear out what I had to say, listen to some of my ideas, and hopefully find new ways to implement them to benefit yourself. I'm really hoping to make this channel into something that's a bit of a community, so please interact with me by leaving a comment below or reaching out to me and letting me know more of what you'd like to hear, or giving me some ideas of things that you've been able to experience or seen from your own experiences and work as well. Really, again, I appreciate you being here. Can't thank you enough. Have a great day.